his overbite is so pronounced, he would still be able to get a good bite of the apple. It doesn't.
Okay.
It's not as hilarious when you break it down. It sounds actually quite mean and quite nasty, and it is, unfairly attacking a politician's appearance when that is the least important.
Not what you should do.
Exactly. That's not.
That's how Nixon lost an election, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, what did he say?
No, because it was the first televised interview, I believe, between two.
Like the first debate thing.
Yeah, the first debate
Wow.
thing. And he was opposed. I'm guesstimating Kennedy. I might be absolutely getting this wrong.
No, Nixon ran against Kennedy, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Then I was absolutely
And
right.
now everyone tweets it and tells us we're fucking wrong.
Oh, yeah, please tweet at Dutchtica and correct him on his history.
I wouldn't care. I'd like to think I'm pretty good on US presidents as well, but I'm
better with facts like these than actual dates and things like that.
Yeah. But go ahead. Nixon lost this.
It's like, okay, the first televised debate, and they put the lights on them, and they purposely made it very hot in the room. You know, of course, who they are. They are not the Republicans. And what you had was a semi-attractive younger politician with a fast talk against a somewhat older man sweating his eyebrows off on the first televised debate. So he may have been making good points, and people who were listening to the radio apparently said he was winning the debate. Yeah. But on TV, where most people were watching, they were thinking, oh my god, Kennedy looks great, and opposite him is a sweating otter. Yeah,
and like, it's hard to get past. The thing with politics these days is that, like, they're all, I mean, apart from, the far left parties and the far right parties, the main three, the big three in the UK, the big two and the Lib Dems, they're all basically the same. So really, in the end, it does boil down to a popularity contest. And when you can't even manage the simple task of eating a bacon sandwich, you are going to lose the majority vote from the man on the street.
Oh yeah, I did see that picture. But you know what the loveliest thing is? This hashtag Milifandom, it was actually done by people who liked... He's Labour, isn't he?
He is indeed Labour, he is.
Okay, just making sure I get that right. I'm not too big on English politics, but I keep an eye out.
Yeah.
So he's Labour. So these young girls, they're all endorsing Labour.
Mm-hmm.
And then literally the Telegraph, not half a day later, ran an online article about forget the hashtag Milifandom. Here come the hashtag Cameronettes.
Cameronettes is
hashtag
a fucking shit hashtag. I'll tell you that for free.
And I will make this even worse. By the time they ran that article, that Twitter account, because of course it had a Twitter account.
Of course.
As well as the Milifandom, but let's not go back down there. The Cameronettes had 15 followers.
15?
15. 15. So, the Cameronettes with 15 followers endorsing the Tories?
Yeah, Tories, yeah.
Yeah. Get an article online published by the Telegraph. Isn't that the fucking saddest thing you can think of?
It is the saddest thing, and it does show you that indeed the media in the UK is largely controlled by right-wing politics. And you shouldn't probably believe everything you read in that, because,
it makes me feel like I don't even know where this
there may be a slight bias.
I only know Steve Buscemi showing up with a hat on backwards in a jacket on a skateboard going like, how you do, fellow young kids?
What?
For fuck's sake, yes. What is that from? It's from...
I don't know where that is from. I only see that one recurring image. It's like, oh, here's these big companies trying to understand people on Tumblr. How you do, fellow young kids?
Yeah.
I am Steve Buscemi. This is my Steve Buscemi impersonation. I am Steve Buscemi.
I think that's why the internet, maybe it can't. I think it moves too quickly to be manipulated like that. I think it's too much of a. It's almost like an organic being. It's like a living thing. Like it moves too quickly for the media to try and.
It's very responsive.
Influence it. Yeah, very responsive, very reactionary.
It's like in one day we had both the sweater, which was black and blue, which people thought that was white and gold,
and it blew my mind.
And the llamas.
The llamas I didn't see. I don't think.
The escaped llamas. They happened just before the sweater.
I see. At work, everyone was just talking about the sweater, mate. And it wasn't. It was a dress, wasn't it? Not a sweater.
Oh, sorry. I do apologise. It was a dress. Yeah.
Yes, it was a dress. But yeah.
Yeah, but there was these 2 escaped llamas somewhere in North Carolina. If I'm not
sorry, because you're going to have to tell me this story, because I missed it entirely. But I'd love, for a minute and a half there, we were, on the cusp of, we're going to delve into politics. Nah, fuck you, lads. Llamas. Llamas. That's what this podcast's about.
I do believe this is where the part where we are the R in TLDR.
Yeah, goddamn right. Okay, tell me about these fucking llamas. Strap in, boys.
So before the dress became a thing, these 2 llamas literally escaped from a zoo in Phoenix, Arizona, and they were literally on the run of the police trying to hunt them down for hours on end. And that's the entire story. It's like the police can't even fucking capture 2 llamas.
I'm gutted. I was hoping there was going to be some kind of... And the llamas ended up in a hilarious place at the end. Or they got up to some hijinks. But the police just couldn't find them, and if you live in Phoenix, your local
by a helicopter.
Your local precinct in Phoenix is probably shoddy. Buy an extra lock for your house, because they won't even keep llamas out.
There was actually, now I'm reading back up on this, there was a llama cam.
There was a llama cam, a live fucking.
For 24 hours, there were live streams.
Oh my god! Oh, do you know what I've just realised would have been the greatest, I think, because if you think back to the 20th century, there's a shit ton of events that if, Twitter and, round-the-clock streaming and stuff had existed, so many events in the 20th century would have been amazing. But you know what the best one would have been, the most entertaining one?
Tell me.
When OJ Simpson went on the run that time, if fucking Twitter had existed, can you imagine? If there'd been a fucking 24-hour OJ cam, my good God, that would have been the greatest televisual event in history.
Just throw it out the window.
When someone invents time
something better.
There can't be anything better than that. And also, for the record, that's the greatest news headline in history. The juice is on the loose. Fucking amazing.
I do like that headline.
I think if anybody listening can think of a funnier double murder, please tweet in, let us know, because I think OJ wins that one.
Funny murders.
Funnier double murder than OJ Simpson.
To be fair, it's not just us. It's that people have been making jokes about this for years now.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why it's such a weird thing. It's so socially acceptable. 2 people died. 2 people died. I can think of at least 2 or 3. No, I can think of at least 3 different episodes of primetime Fox television shows that just were about OJ. Wrestling has made fun of OJ.
Family Guy's made fun of OJ.
Family Guy, The Simpsons, every. Why is it so? He killed 2 people. OJ killed 2 people. Everyone knows that.
Family Guy's done it at least 3 times.
Yeah, Family Guy loves doing it. Family Guy loves doing OJ jokes. I mean, so do I.
As Nordberg. And
Family Guy!
It is funny. It's proper funny. Oh, that's another. While we're on Terminator trivia, although this will be in a previous YouTube thing, edit this bit out. Did you hear the thing about OJ was considered for the role of the Terminator? That bit of trivia.
I think I've heard that. Yeah.
And James Cameron was like, no, not OJ Simpson. He couldn't kill anyone. He's like,
oh, poor choice of words.
Because this is obviously like Naked Gun era, you know. No, it wasn't. The first one wasn't James Cameron, was it?
No, it must have been James
Maybe
Cameron.
it was James Cameron then, yeah. Whatever. Whoever the director of Terminator was. Because it was
The guy who did Avatar.
Because it was like Naked Gun era, you know. It was like OJ Simpson couldn't kill anyone. He's like fun-loving NFL Hall of Famer OJ Simpson. He couldn't be a killer.
You know what I hate about Avatar? Now we're going from James Cameron.
I hate most things about Avatar, but go ahead.
You know what I hate the most about Avatar?
What's that?
I once went into an HMV
Right.
and I found a copy of the Terminator. And on the fucking cover of the copy of the Terminator, it said
didn't say from the director of Avatar.
It did say
for
from the director of
sake.
Avatar. I'm like, you have the Terminator, one of the most iconic movies, and not just movies, movie franchises, because the Terminator 2 is stellar as well, and it's still making movies nowadays, despite the fact that James Cameron is not bothering with it anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, we can sit here and be elitist and say we didn't enjoy Avatar, but I mean, can't argue with the fact, mate. It is the best-selling movie of all time, the #1 movie ever, and then the most galling thing is James Cameron also has the second best movie ever, Titanic. Both of those movies suck a dick. What I was gonna say, look up what the third highest grossing movie of all time is, but I've got a horrible feeling it'll turn out to be Ghost.
When I saw Avatar, I'm like, okay, yeah, it looks cool, but on average, it's just an average movie. It's not special or anything.
I just thought it was boring.
But then it just fucking exploded.
Avatar, I think, is mainly like the one of the best examples of that's the power of marketing in cinema. Because there wasn't like a big word of mouth like, holy shit, guys, you've got to see this film. Like I remember the only friend I had at the time who went to the cinema to see it was like, oh wow, it was the best, go see it. But if you do go see it at the IMAX because you really got to see it in 3D. And I was
I did see it in 3D, and like I said, it's very pretty.
I was like, I ain't going all the way to the IMAX, and he went, well, don't see it then. I was like, well, it can't be that good a film. If you have to see it in 3D, otherwise don't bother. How good can it be?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah,
because it's not that good.
Yeah,
it's
not.
not.
That's what I mean. Like the word of mouth wasn't fucking great. It wasn't getting like 5-star reviews left and right. It was just.
I have good news and bad news for the third greatest grossing movie of all time.
Well, the good news is it isn't Ghost.
That's the good news.
The bad news is it isn't down Periscope either. Like
down Periscope. Of course, I am just kidding. It's the Avengers.
Oh, that's just good news, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's not bad. I was just fucking with you.
Oh, thank God. I thought it was going to be something even, like, I was like, it's going to be something worse than Ghost. Yeah,
then comes Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Harry Potter's, like there's plural. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. And then Frozen.
Frozen, again, that was like, I didn't see the hype around Frozen. I didn't get it. I didn't see why that was such a massive deal.
I've still yet to see it.
Give it a watch. It's okay. It's a solid 3-star movie. Why it's like the biggest? Yeah, but I mean, so is Beauty and the Beast, and Beauty and the Beast is fucking amazing. But why Frozen was like the most hype thing ever? I couldn't tell you. It was good. It was okay.
Little girls.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, there's been tons
little boys have Fast and the Furious 7, so little girls.
Wait! Hispanic men have got a Fast and Furious 7, mate. It ain't little boys. It's all the Hispanic guys who want to see other Hispanic guys drive fast cars. All right. That's who's going to see Fast and Furious. But
fair enough.
No, like I was reading an article today. It's like they reckon it's been that much of a big hit because it's got such like a diverse cast. Like there's a white guy and a black guy and The Rock, who is like 3 or 4 different races at the same time. And everyone loves The Rock
is
anyway.
Polynesian.
He's half Samoan, half black.
Oh, sorry.
Is what he actually is.
I thought he was Polynesian.
Yeah, well, Polynesian, Samoan, same diff. So he's like half Polynesian, half black. Then you
I'm
can
very
say
happy
Vin
to
Diesel.
see that the number 10 most gross movie of all time is Skyfall.
Here comes a new challenger!